We're continuing with our coverage at Gold Stock Analyst Day, and joining me now is Gabriela Sanchez with Torex Gold. Gabriela, it's our first time speaking. Nice to meet you, and nice to have the chance to speak with you.
Thanks, Daniela, for the invite.
So let's talk a little bit about Torex Gold. You have two projects, the El Limon Guajes and the Media Luna. Let's talk about the new things happening at the El Limon Guajes.
Perfect pronunciation, by the way.
I'm trying. I'm practicing my Spanish.
Yeah. El Limon Guajes is the first project. It's a mine we're building. We started building it in 2013, and we are in the last year of construction. We expect to be producing from there at the end of this year.
So how many ounces of gold do you think you're sitting on there?
Well, the resources there are in excess of 5 million ounces. Once in full production, we will be producing in excess of 300,000 ounces per year, so which will put us in the intermediate producer category.
Okay, do you think there's any byproducts there as well? Is there?
In the north, in the one we're building, we have a little bit of silver, not too much though. In the second project, though, in Media Luna, we do have copper, gold, and silver.
You're mining in Mexico, so I need to ask you about the safety concerns surrounding mining in Mexico, especially now. Now, last year we saw Mexico had to face tax reform issues, and this year it's issues of kidnapping and violence. Now, I know near Media Luna there were recent kidnappings, and I'd just like to give you the opportunity to explain what happened and what the company's doing.
Absolutely, Daniela. Guerrero state in general has been in the news, not very positive ways, in the last few months, actually. First in September with the tragedy of the students, and more recently, about 2 weeks ago, when several people in different communities near the site went missing. Since then, they have been found, but still, it was a really sad time for those communities. Although the company itself was not targeted, one of our labor workers from one of the communities was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Luckily, he's back home as well. But we had to take the time and wait and help those communities looking for their missing people. The army was there. And you have to understand, when we are building a mine, we have in excess of 1,000 people working there. Right. We have hundreds of trucks going up and down. So the communities and the army asked us to stop construction while they were looking those first few days for the missing people, which we were very glad to do. We also supported the communities, providing food to the search teams, water, gas, whatever way we could help looking for the people. And after that, we started going back in those areas that the army had finished looking for, that were clear, we would just restart construction.
I had seen recent press reports surface, Mexican press reports saying, well, Torex Gold, and maybe it's not just Torex Gold, but have to pay cartels for protection. What do you say to those remarks?
Well, I would understand those remarks coming from people in Mexico, because unfortunately in Mexico that's a very common practice for people to do that. We do not do that. That would be against all our policies. As a Canadian company and public company, probably I would be in jail for doing something like that. But people there in Mexico do not understand that, and something being so common there, it's understandable the way they think. What we do have is our own private security. Since 2011, we have about between 80 and 90 persons working in our security. They protect our assets, they can protect our people, but unfortunately they cannot protect the communities around. So for that, we have been working with the government and supporting the communities to bring permanent authority presence to that area that will provide all the community members with some security.
Gabriela, let's get back to looking at mining in general now. I think that there's some renewed optimism this year in terms of the mining industry. What's the sentiment like for you? What are you feeling?
Well, we have been keeping our head down and being very focused on building the mine and finding the next one. So we were extremely lucky. We have a very strong board that we raised the money when we raised the money, and we completed the financing with the banks, project bank financing. So we were not in the markets for money. We were just concentrating on building the mine. So it was an excellent time to build a mine because everything else was going down. There were lots of projects that did not require the resources. You get better delivery times you get more people bidding on your projects and on your supplies. So it was an excellent period for us to be building a mine. Hopefully the gold price will help in the next year or so.
Excellent. Well, Gabriela, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Do you have any final comments for our viewers watching?
Thank you very much. I think we are all looking forward to the end of this year when we will start re-rating Torex from a developer into an intermediate producer.
Well, good luck with that. I wish you all the best.
Thank you, Daniela.
And thanks for watching our coverage here from Gold Stock Analyst Day. We'll have more for you, so be sure to stay tuned to Kitco.com. Thanks for watching.